So, my upload schedule kinda sucks. Now, I wish I had a reason for not uploading it all over the last few months, but really, I have no excuse. I'm just lazy. So recently, I finally decided that enough was enough and I began brainstorming video ideas. I've had quite a few, but none of them have really come to full fruition quite yet, except, well, this video. Let's list 25 random geography facts that probably won't help you at all in life, but hey, let's do it anyway. Let's go. Jamaica is the only country in the world to not have the colors red, white, or blue on its flag. Mauritania also used to only have green and yellow on its flag, but in 2017, two red lines going across the top and bottom were added, leaving only Jamaica with this distinction. Bolivia has a navy despite being completely landlocked. This is mainly because they used to have a coastline before 1879, when it was lost to Chile in the War of the Pacific, and they're still salty about that. There are two countries in the world that have a capital on an island despite controlling land on the continent. These are Denmark and Equatorial Guinea. There are four communist countries left in the world today, those being China, Cuba, Laos, and Vietnam. In 1938, Nazi Germany sent out an Antarctic expedition and made a claim to some land right here. The claim was eventually abandoned in 1945, and the area is now part of Norway's claim of Queen Maud Land. In 1997, Kazakhstan changed its capital from Almaty to the city of Akmola, which was renamed Astana the following year. Then, in 2019, the city's name was again changed to Nur Sultan to honor the country's longest-serving authoritarian president, but the name was then reverted back to Astana in 2022. With a total of 4 renamings, Astana holds the record for the most name changes of a capital city in modern times. The country of Niger is named after the Niger River, which starts off in Guinea, but instead of emptying out to the ocean from there, it takes the most unnecessary route up through Mali, back down through Niger, and then finally emptying out into the Gulf of Guinea in Nigeria. From a glance, it would appear that Croatia completely cuts off Bosnia and Herzegovina from the sea, but as it turns out, Bosnia has a short 20-kilometer coastline at the town of Njud. The most remote place on Earth is Bouvet Island, a small subantarctic island which is 1,700 kilometers away from the closest piece of land. The newest internationally recognized country in the world is South Sudan, which gained independence in 2011. However, the autonomous region of Bougainville voted for independence from Papua New Guinea in 2019, and is expected to gain full independence by 2027 at the latest. The oldest national flag still in use today is that of Denmark, which has been in use since at least 1219. There are 3 countries in the world that are enclaves, meaning they are completely surrounded by another country. These are San Marino and Vatican City in Italy, and Lesotho in South Africa. One of the oldest countries in the world is San Marino. Originally founded in 301 AD, the country's last expansion was in 1463, meaning its borders have remained unchanged for 560 years. The only country in Africa to have never been occupied by a foreign power is Liberia, which was founded in 1847 by former American slaves. The most linguistically diverse country in the world is Papua New Guinea, with about 840 languages spoken today. Despite it not appearing that way, Moldova actually has one international port on the Danube River at the town of
Giurgiulesti,
which opens it up to international waters like the Black Sea. The largest lake in the world is the Caspian Sea, with a surface area of 389,000 square kilometers. No one actually agrees on which river is the longest. Traditionally, the Nile has been considered the longest, but some argue that Amazon goes a farther distance. The oldest continuously inhabited city is likely the city of Damascus, as there is evidence of that area having been inhabited since up to 6,500 BC. A large part of Antarctica is left unclaimed, so if you wanted to claim it for yourself, you could do that. But keep in mind, your claim likely wouldn't actually be recognized by any real country, so it might be hard to uphold that claim. In 1494, Spain and Portugal signed a treaty which divided the world into areas like this. Portugal would get all of the stuff in this area, while Spain got the rest out here. In short, this is why there are so many Spanish-speaking countries in the Americas, but only one there that speaks Portuguese, because part of Brazil falls east of the line. In turn, this is also why there are so few Spanish-speaking countries in this part of the world, but a relatively higher number of Portuguese-speaking countries. The largest artificial reservoir is Lake Volta in Ghana, which takes up about 3.5% of Ghana's entire surface area. Contrary to popular belief, Wyoming does not actually exist. It is instead a perfectly square-shaped lake in the middle of the US. Think about it. Have you ever met anyone from Wyoming? Have you ever been to Wyoming? I didn't think so. There is only one country separating Norway and North Korea: Russia. And finally, Afghanistan has changed its flag at least 27 times in the last 100 years alone, depending on what you consider the official flag. And there you have it, 25 useless geography facts. I'll try to have a more consistent upload schedule from now on, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, see you in 4 or 5 months when I decide to upload again.